very quick demonstration. Even the dog's gone indoors because it's so wet, or he might have gone off to find something on the beach, but he's not here. He was here, but he's not here anymore. Okay, Storm Kettle or Kelly Kettle, very useful I think, because you can carry it with water in, as you can an ordinary kettle, but it has a chimney that runs right the way through the kettle, and that heats the water very quickly from a small fire in this little stove and stand. I've adapted this myself slightly insofar as I've made some bits of metal that I can rest on the top of there, so obviously I can cook on it as well. Somebody gave us one of these many years ago, but it was an aluminium one, and we, two things. One, it had an ordinary stopper, and I stupidly boiled the water with the stopper in, and it exploded, but I wasn't injured, but I'm just warning you. But this one has a little whistle, so it's obviously safe. If there's steam building up, it's not going to explode. This is a stainless steel one. The aluminium one we found when we went to drink anything out of it, there seemed to be a sort of little grey bloom on the surface or the water, wherever, which might have been the ash and dust blowing up from the stove getting inside, or it could have been aluminium, which we don't want to drink. So the stainless steel one is probably better. You can see I've set myself up a little camp. I've tried to use only the things I found in here, plus the stuff that I have in my grab bag, and I found a very grubby bucket, but that will collect rainwater, although I have access to a lot of fresh water anyway. And I really did find this fence post over here, and so I've made use of it. Right, I've got my mess tin with all sorts of stuff in it, and I've got char cloth. If I was going to light a stove using char cloth, which I can explain later, but there's enough videos out there to explain that, and a ferro rod, and you strike the rod and it puts sparks into the char cloth and you blow on it and you get a fire going that way. But you might just as well have some of these around because you don't want to make life difficult. Demonstrate this fairly quickly in the rain. So I'm going to light a candle instead of playing about with anything else. Put that in there. Okay, now I've gathered up some of these fir cones and keep them in a bag so they're dry. Plus the kindle, of course, is in a bag and dry. And then, once that starts to get going, you just put that on the top. Make sure it's stable. Of course, I'd probably take this out and then save it for later. No, I haven't used much candle anyway. A few more pieces of wood in through the little hole. I mean, it's probably better to set this up onto something, then you can see what you're doing. Now, if you wanted to, you could start warming some food in there and then cook it later. Okay, this water's already boiling. I made up this two little bits of metal, and I can just drop them on there, and then I can put it on there, cook with it. Well, the rain's eased off a bit, which is a good thing. The dog's still not around, I don't know where he's gone. That's the Kelly Kettle, Storm Kettle, chimney right up the middle, warms the water very quickly. There's the stopper, which obviously this one has a little whistle on it. This is the stainless steel version, which I prefer. You can get them in different sizes. The nice thing about these is you can use it with the little stove like I have just there, which you can also cook on. You can adapt it or buy things that you use to adapt it, but I mainly don't. You can put it on a wood burning stove, you can put it on a gas ring, a camping gas type ring, and you can put it on a domestic gas cooker in a home. I'm thinking of people again in cities or somewhere. It's a quick way of heating water. There's the old wine bag, there's the Kelly Kettle.
Oh, limpet, is that what you're doing?